land. Stacking this paper, you know that I get it up. I can't be broke again. Talking that shit, then that Glock, he gon' hit it up. Headshot, soak his man. My chopper get hot, just like a pan. Got the headlights, just like a ram. I got 10 toes and I counted 10 fingers, so I do not need a helping hand. Monopoly crib, I'm moving again. Got your bitch on me, she grooving again. Let's cut them again, I just give them a reason to hate. So my nigga shooting again. My group, my roof, drop that shit again. She saw my dick, then she mopped up my friend. No, we do not want to feel too again. When she let me go, I'm on the loose again. She on the molly, she tryna boot again. She ain't in mine, this girl is a lend. I prayed every time when I thought you sent. I write in my mind, I don't use a pen. She giving me time, I watch cause a lamb. Just give me more time, other watch cause a Benz. Look at Lil Uzi, he popping again. The niggas, they switching, they hopping again. Look at them niggas, they hopping again. She giving that top and she slopping again. Look at this album, it's flopping again. Not taking a break, I'm not stopping again. Too much guap, bands, bellow, foreign, tan. She ignored that man, fucking with me, handstands. I can't lie, she got that good, but that girl, bad. I stay with her, back, make that girl dance. Let's go, yeah. What is mine, that is yours. You can't hold my lamb. Yes, I own my land. Stacking this paper, you know that I get it up. I can't be broke again. Talking that shit, then that Glock, he gon' hit it up. Headshot, soak his man. Spent 100,000 on a brand new point on Choga. Automatic guns got a motor. I can feel that shit in my shoulder. Brand new watch cost a quarter, and you know it's flooded in water. You know every day I'm getting older, but I'm young enough for your daughter. And you know my neck is flooded in boulders. Getting money, yeah, that's my quota. Even though Lil Uzi getting older, know I'm young enough for your daughter. Every time I'm in my mind, I focus. She give me hypnosis. Talking about the love can't hold it. Talking about the guap can't fold it. Talking about your mind, no, you don't own it. Yeah, just take your time and gotta decode it. Yeah, it's on my mind and they just know it. Yeah, fast pace all the time. Yeah, I can't so much guap. Bands, bellow, foreign, tan. She ignored that man, fucking with me, handstand. I can't lie, she got that good, but that girl, bad. I stay with her, back, make that girl dance. Let's go, yeah. What is mine, that is yours. You can't hold my lamb. Yes, I own my land. Stacking this paper, you know that I get it up. I can't be broke again. Talking that shit, then that Glock, he gon' hit it up. Headshot, soak his man.
Today, we're going to talk about the massive MLB slate, crafting up prize picks winners for the late nights, and let's cash a squad ride. This is Behind the Lines. Well, Jovan, the Orioles have now lost 7 games in a row. What a fucking joke. 15-31, more than 15 games under 500. You just got swept by the Nats. I haven't seen the Nats sweep a team, let alone the Orioles, I don't think in my lifetime. I'm all for reading a good book in the off season when your fucking feet are in the sands and you don't have a baseball game to worry about. Mid-season when you got a 6 ERA, fucking lock in, buddy. Put the books down. Grab a baseball. Hit the fucking treadmill, Trevor.
Which the Cubs are a team where if you give them like a single-pronged approach, simple approach with the plate, they can only key in on one pitch, which with Nick Abel is exactly what you have to do. They have been demolishing those pitchers every single time they see it. They ain't stopping now. I'm buying in. We're seeing a shootout.
320 feet. I could hit a ball that far. I mean, when do we normalize celebrating pop-ups? Aaron Judge, typical me guy move. Hitting a nuke there instead of just putting the ball in play. And look, he didn't make the dimensions of the park, but he decided to play them, and that shit pisses me off.
I got too much to live, no time to forget. New chrome, yeah, I got this shit on my head. You grown, shit, no, I don't got time for this. Alone, you just want something.
What's going on, chat? Happy BTL episode 725 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. If you are not using Bookit Sports, download it right now before you forget. Hurry up, go. If you got an iPhone, if for some reason you have an Android, they have it on the App Store and Google Play. Download Bookit Sports. Check it out yourself. I promise once you do, you'll be impressed. You'll keep using that puppy every single day. Check out Bookit Sports. Jovan? W new backdrop in the office. Sure we can.
Sure. Got
Sure.
the Joshy set up for the day.
Yep.
Love the Android strays up and early for
Yeah.
the Krabs.
Anybody in chat have an Android? I need to know. I will be judging as well. I'd love to say no judgment zone, Planet Fitness type, but I will be judging a little bit. Who's got an Android still in the Big 2-5? I need to know. Yep. No shame. No way Kaprizov is a Samsung guy.
Crazy.
Kaprizov.
Crazy, dude.
Chaco has a droid? No shot. We got the YouTube chat up and moving. Pega, you got a Samsung? All right, that's okay, Pega. You get a pass. We got Jesse Chavez in the YouTube chat. Let's lock in and have a day, fellas. Jesse, I could not have said it better myself. We got a lot of goats lurking in the YouTube. I'm seeing new emojis in the YouTube chat. What is this? We got a crown number 1. What does that mean, chat? We got Scott Quaid. He must have gifted something. 2 words, dialed. Let's go, fellas.
In YouTube,
hell yeah.
Crown?
I see a little crown number 1. Scott must have gifted something in the YouTube. Sure. He's also asking, how was the Trader Joe's orange chicken last night? Dude, elite. Elite. It's $4 for a shit ton of chicken. Unfortunately, Goots had to see me and hear me eat that, right before the show today. The leftovers, little pre-show meal. Sorry, Goots. Probably look like a fucking lion attacking his meal for the day. But an absolute...
You were mucking.
Destroying it. Destroying it. All that corn, all that chicken I made last night, it's gone. It's gone. See ya. Literally, there it goes. See ya. We got Dave Chisholm in the YouTube chat. We got Tanner in the YouTube chat. We got MTZ in the YouTube chat. We got Team Comeback in the YouTube chat. We got JJ Mullally in the YouTube chat. He says, got my laptop open and a V8 juice cracked. Let's have a damn day, fellas. I mean, if you don't have a day cracking a V8, getting the laptop open, watching BTL, JJ, I don't know what to tell you, man. Those are 2 recipes for success. Jovan, any comments there?
I mean, I don't know if V8 has ever once been included in a recipe for success.
I still will never recover.
One uncracked.
I'll never recover from finding out V8's low-key kind of fake sharp. Low-key kind of fake sharp.
It's one of the most unfortunate moments.
Some fake sharp nutrients. Way too much sodium. Fake sharp. Fake sharp. Vanisk said, love putting BTL on after my lunch break. W Vanisk. We're going to do a Surge stream as well right after this. I'm going to run the Surge. We got too many baseball games not to have a Surge today. So, yeah, we're going to fire it up. We're going to stay hot. We're going to keep grinding. All you guys got to do is show some love in the chat. Show some love in the subbies with the subbies if you can. Drop some likes on the tweets that we're posting, the clips that we're posting. That's the most important thing, is helping out with the engagement, and it cannot be freer and easier. You're already seeing the shit pop up on your feeds. I don't know when people got so greedy with the like button these days. Or God forbid you leave a comment, you make a joke, get involved. It's free to like a tweet. I'll say it. It is. Sometimes we need that reminder. Okay?
So,
it could not be freer, right? So look, life is expensive. Shout out inflation, right? Shit's fucking expensive these days. You know what's free, Jovan? Hitting the like button. It is. Or shit, God forbid you drop a retweet. Right? Free as mom. Free as mom. Yep. Let's fucking go, chat. And an inside the park home run for the Rays. Okay.
good pick, Megum.
Could have used that one last night. Perfect segue.
Couple of those.
Couple of beers. I needed a couple of beers after that fucking squad ride last night. Jesus.
Need so many years.
Let's pull up the fucking recap. Let's get it out of here. Yeah, it is what it is. Jovan, I know you're going to bounce back today. Not worried about it.
Sure.
Not worried about it. Okay. Brock, you're him. I notice it. I notice when you guys like the tweets. I notice my ride or dies. I notice the guys like Day, who's not been in the chat, in a couple of days in here. That's okay. But if he's watching, I hope he, hears the shout outs. Day or Drum F, whatever his name is on Twitch or on Twitter. That guy likes and replies to every single post. Be more like Day. Be more like Drum F. Okay. We got Canadian Goots lurking. What's up, Drum? There he is. Hell yeah, dudes. Him. 2 words. Him. All right. Let's go ahead and get the fucking recaps out of the way here for the Sharp Report. Rip the Band-Aid off. Go ahead and show the people. I guess one positive, that WNBA under. My goodness.
What was the final score there?
Let me check. Honestly, they picked up the scoring in the second half. Not going to lie. But, dude, they had... Let me check the Carfax here. I mean, they had...
Anything around that score that you just said was...
59 points in the first half, dude. 59 points in the first half. The worst part is, chat, I didn't even fucking lock it in. I didn't lock it in. And that's probably why it hit. Yep. Because every time I looked at it during the stream, it just kept dropping. I'm like, fuck. And then by the time I locked it in, or by the time I looked at it again later on in the afternoon, the total had dropped down to like 158.5, and I got scared. And that was soft. I should have put 2 units on that shit. That's why it hit Vanisk. Yep. Unbelievable. Trent on the Padres. Sure. Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about, the early games. We're going to talk about the late games, the games in the middle. We're going to talk prize pick squares. Yeah, we're in for an absolute day today. So does Fitz get voided on all lineups? I doubt it.
Not a clue.
Probably not. Probably not. I'm assuming that's going to be cake, unfortunately. Bounce back day today. I'm excited for it. All right, it's a Wednesday. Happy hump day, chat. Let's have a day. Short week for a lot of you guys in the chat. Hopefully some of you guys have off on Friday. Shit, maybe you got off tomorrow as well. We're going to run BTL tomorrow. We're going to be off Friday. Okay? That's the game plan for the rest of the week. And a new idea that we're still going to figure out what we want to do, but we're going to start it on Monday. I talked about it a little bit last night on Sweats. We're going to go over one NFL team and one college football team every day until the season starts, starting on Monday. And Cam caked. Oh, he's back. He's back. God, the Wi-Fi is quail shit over there right now. Damn it. Jovan, you alive over there? Okay. Okay. We're going to keep moving and grooving. Yeah, Dead Larry Bird, I'm going to Ocean City, New Jersey. I have never been to Ocean City, New Jersey. I'm excited to go up there and have a great weekend with some of my buddies, going to the beach, chilling out. Usually I'm an OCMD guy. Goots, I know you know that. Don't take it personally. I'm going to go check it out. I'm going to go check out fake Ocean City. Okay? Don't take it personally, Goots. I know. I'll see what all the hype's about. Okay? Jovan, we got a pulse over there, huh? You alive?
A lot of pulsage. A lot of it.
A lot of pulsage. Shitty Wi-Fi. Keeps cutting in and out. You're good. Hang in there. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, now it's fixed. Now you're good. All right. Chat, what else we got from yesterday? The KBO play smacked. That was kind of fire. If you guys were on the late night sweats last night, I mean, we talked about 4 or 5 plays. I think every single one hit. SSG hits. The Dinos hit it plus chicken. All the KBO plays we were talking about, Jovan, they all came to the fucking cash counter and splooged. It was a great night. Yep.
Splooging
great night.
Korea.
Yeah, we were splooging, dude. We were splooging. Looks like some people tailed as well. They were replying to the tweets in the AM. I love seeing that. Love making you guys coins. Look, you guys know I love coming up here and yapping, talking about sports all day. It's what gets me out of bed in the morning. But what I love the most is making you guys coins and helping teach you guys up on how to fucking bet on sports and not lose all your coins. That's what really gets me out of bed in the morning. Okay, and I hope you guys fucking tailed that KBO play this morning responsibly. I hope you made some coins. I hope you took my prize pick squares yesterday from the Sharp Report. Hope you did not tail the ones from the lineups late night that we crafted up on Sweats because those were moose shit. But overall, not the worst day. Today, we're going to bounce back and spend plenty of time on the squad ride. We're going to spend at least 10 minutes, maybe 15, on the squad ride today. Not rushing it one bit. We're locking the fuck in, and we're cashing the first squad ride of July. It's happening. I can feel it.
Yeah.
Okay? I can feel it.
We've got chefing up on stream yesterday.
I was chefing up some orange chicken from Trader Joe's, man. My specialty. Yep.
Specialty? Is that in the roto pretty often or what?
Honestly, it is. And I'll tell you why. Pretty fucking easy to make. It's $4 for a big ass bag of chicken. Great deal. It's hard to find great deals in the Big 2-5. I'll say it. I feel like I'm getting skimped and scammed left and right. Bro, I went to McDonald's the other day, and I got no shame. I'll talk about it. I don't give a fuck. I went to McDonald's the other day to get 2 single cheeseburgers. That's it. Just ketchup and cheese on those puppies. Wanted a little, afternoon snack, or I guess lunch, honestly, you could call it. It is 2 burgers, but they're small. Bro, I used to get those in high school. After school, before baseball practice, if I was hungry, I'd go to Chick-fil-A, grab a spicy chicken sandwich, or I'd go to Don's, which is right down the street. I get the 2 cheeseburgers, like the chunky guy I am, and I'd muck them. Jovan, they used to be $1 when I was in high school. Shit, I'm old, but I'm not that old. It's like 8 years ago. They were $1. They were 106. I remember it because I had no fucking coins. Jovan, I got the 2 single cheeseburgers the other day. It was $5.25. More than $2.50 for fucking little baby cheeseburgers, dude. What's good with that?
Be taxing these days, man. Everywhere. It's
Bro,
unbelievable.
the McChickens used to be $1. The single cheeseburgers used to be $1. The McDonald's dollar menu used to mean something. Now it doesn't mean shit.
Just knock now.
It doesn't exist.
Now you're
It doesn't exist.
paying for more than what it is.
Yep. We got a Bookit raid coming in hot. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, dude, I'm a big fan, Jovan. I'll be honest. I was not really hip to Trader Joe's until I moved in with my girlfriend a couple months ago. I didn't know if I was allowed to go into Trader Joe's. I thought it was just a chick thing. Jovan, I've been to Trader Joe's more often than I've been to the normal grocery store, I think, the last couple weeks. That place bangs. They got good options. I'm telling you, bro. They got good frozen foods. I was literally pulling them up on stream last night, showing the people what to get. It was crazy.
Wow.
They were losing their minds. But yeah, I chefed up a little bit last night on the stream. I brought the laptop out to the kitchen, showed the people the recipe. I took some oil off the finger. Finger's doing okay now. It was kind of hurting last night. Some oil on finger, can't make it up. I was talking about how you got to be careful. Sometimes there's some shrapnel when you're cooking up that chicken. Next thing you know, I've been hit. But we're okay.
The IL stent.
Yeah, we're going to be okay. We're powering through it. Bro, you think I'm fucking hitting the IL? Unless I got a broken leg or some shit, I'm fucking playing. Coach has to sit me down, lock me up. I'm playing. Whether it hurts the team or not, I'm fucking playing. That might be the most me guy thing I've ever said. Yep.
Huge.
I'm playing. Kind of is a me guy move. Play through the pain, Dead Larry Birds. Battle through some adversity. Nobody battles through adversity anymore in the Big 2-5. They just give up. They give up and they blame it on COVID or some shit. Not me. Battle. COVID was 4 years ago. You can't blame shit on that anymore. Come on. We got Scary coming in, dropping a follow on the Twitch. Slim Reaper coming in, dropping a follow on the Twitch. That could be Kevin Durant.
Literally BKD.
Let me see if we got any subbies coming in. Wow, not a single subby yet on BTL. We've been live for 25 minutes. That's okay. People are saving their coins today. Probably trying to go buy some Trader Joe's Mandarin Orange Chicken. I don't blame them. God, I got to stop giving free ads out, man. I'm usually a no free ads guy. It's that good, Jovan. I'm telling you, bro. It's that good.
Might have to get it.
You got to tap in. $4 for a big old bag of chick. It's like 2 meals worth. But my big ass could probably eat the whole thing in one. But all right, let's move. Let's groove. We got Easy Puck coming in, giving out a subby. The first subby of the day goes to Easy Puck. And by the way, Easy Puck, I tailed for half a unit on that tennis 2-piece. So if you want to let the chat know, and honestly, I forgot their names, and I don't really feel like looking it up right now in DK, but let the people know what that 2-piece is, plus 100. I put half a unit on it. I'm tailing some Wimbledon action from Easy Puck. Okay? Let the people know what we're rooting for, Easy Puck. Yeah, Fritz and Rinderneck. Yep. That's it. 2-piece MLB pack. Should be a good look. Could be. JJ said Krabs' diet needs to be studied. Yeah, I was catching some flack for making corn as my sides with the Mandarin Orange Chicken. But you know what?
What is that?
I wanted a veggie.
Corn with orange chicken? Krabs.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with corn and orange chicken?
In what universe does that go together?
Now, it is a summer. Corn is certainly a summer dish. So maybe that's where I get some leeway here. But I hear you, Jovan. I hear you. Typically with, orange chicken is, like a Chinese food. You picture what the hell kind of sides they got at, P.F. Chang's. It's rice, it's broccoli, green beans, shit like that. It's usually not, corn.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I would make it and mix it with the orange chicken and eat it.
Well, you didn't have to say it, Goots.
That sounds gas.
Goots, you did not have to say.
Maybe this is like a cultural divide here, but like I just can't picture just corn as a normal side by itself.
I just don't get how you can't put corn with everything. Corn's good.
You can put it like
corn
in
is
stuff.
sleeper.
Like I wouldn't be shocked to see that, but just having it like as a straight side is nuts.
All right. So I'll ask it. I'll say it. Jovan, you ever have just corn on the cob before?
I mean, like if you throw it on the grill and you have like some.
Sure. That's the best way to cook it.
Mexican street corn. Get some feta cheese on there.
Well, that's where you lose me because all the sour cream.
You don't like Mexican street corn. You're
having corn like with stuff is so normal.
That's where you lose me.
I make the best Mexican street corn in the world. I'll make it for you, Krabs.
I don't need to drink my corn when it's fucking chased with sour cream. That shit's
You're
gross.
not drinking it. It's just
Yeah,
spicy.
you might as well be.
It's not like creamy. It's just
Shit's
spicy.
wet as hell, dudes.
Okay.
Shit's wet as hell.
Yeah, I'll make it for you, and you'll change your mind.
Well, go light on the sour cream. That shit tastes like ass. How do people like sour cream, man?
I don't think it's sour cream in there, is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was mayo.
Oh, yeah. Well, all right. Mayo. Mayo, debatably worse. I'll go there. Debatably worse. No, I don't. I know. And I be seeing Shady Beeve on Twitter posting a hot dog putting mayo on the top. I want to fucking throw up when I see that shit.
No, that's like a borderline criminal offense. I'm with you on that.
Yep. Krabs, grow up, man. We can't be 28 and not liking sour cream. Cran, it's not a choice. I eat it. I don't care for it. It's gross.
Do without it.
Like I'll say it, the new Chipotle adobo ranch, that's not ranch. That's a crock of shit. That's sour cream mixed with some spicy stuff. It's bullshit. I'm onto them. It's sour cream. It's not ranch. I'm out. I don't like it. We got Noda Crancher coming in resubbing. Let's go, Noda. There we go, Noda. We got a couple other. We'll get the games. We got Leo with a crown number 3 in the YouTube as well. I guess you can donate or do something in the YouTube chat now. I don't know. We'll have to look into that and crunch the numbers. Good to see the people in the YouTube. Good to see the people in the Twitch today. Let's hop in. No steamed crabs. I left it all out there on the fucking field yesterday. I deserve a little off day for the steamed crabs, or my heart's going to fucking explode out of my body. We got a subby coming in from Ryan Kinney. Let's go, Ryan. Attaboy, Rye. You mind if I call you Rye? Let me know. All right, let's hop in. Let's talk some Sharp Report because we got the Nats game starting up here in about 10. You guys know I'm about to be bitching about that shit, but let's get to the Sharp Report first. Okay, let's hop in. Let's talk about our favorite plays for today. Straight bets. Let's get involved. Hashtag Birdland. Hashtag Gootsland. Hashtag the under. Let me get an under in the Orioles and the Rangers game. Yep. I'll say it. I'm back in Sugano. I'm a Sugano guy. I'm not going to say he's a Krabs guy, but I'm a Sugano guy. I believe. And I think we got a bounce back start on the horizon for Sugano, who when the lights are bright, he shows up 9 times out of 10. He has this season so far. Now, it also helps that we got a Valdi in the bump. And again, I say this every fucking week, and I don't capitalize on it, but he goes out there and pitches well every single start. He does. He goes out there and shoves, knock on wood. Bro, his ERA is down to a 1.87. I know there needs to be some more talks about DeGrom and the Cy Young. There needs to be talks about Evaldi if he can stay healthy for the rest of the year. The dude is a menace on the bump. I feel like people are tired of seeing him. He's gotten better with age. He's aged like a fine wine up there on the bump. He's him. And I'll tell you right now, he's probably going to shut down the O's. That's not the hottest it takes. Sorry, Goots. But I think Sugano goes out there and shoves. Go look at some of his prize pick squares today. What do they know? I'm about to find out. I'm willing to pay to play. 8 p.m. Eastern game tonight. I did not put any early games on the Sharp Report because we know that shit's cake. Okay? Instead, I'll take the under in this game. I know the total moved up from 8 to 8.5. Is that weird? Well, Sugano gave up 7 runs in 1 inning last start. You take that inning out of there, Jovan, he looked fucking sharp. He looked sharp. Some of the offensive squares for the Rangers up there look like the freest more thans on the board today. I'm about to find out if they're fake sharp or not. I'm willing to pay to play. Give me the under in Arlington tonight. Under 8.5 between the O's and the Rangers. After a bunch of runs in that last game, I'll fade the bats and take the under.
Sure. I'll be sure to be there and give you live reports. I think I'm going.
No way.
Sugano backing in this economy is just insane, but you got away with Gallon yesterday, so maybe you're getting hot in that area.
I've never seen someone less excited to say they're going to a ball game in my entire life.
It's not my choice. I really would rather stare at a wall or
99% of the country would be bricked up to go see Sugano. You're the 1%.
I don't know that you can get one person in this chat that would be super excited
You've
to go to
got
this game, to be honest with you.
we got Jovan on one end of the spectrum here, who just anything that involves the Orioles, he hates its guts. And you can thank Goots for that. You
It's
got
honestly
Goots
not
on
even
the
the
other end.
Orioles. It's more the Rangers. I
Sure.
cannot stand going to that stadium and watching that team. That stadium has
Sure.
no aura. Their lineup is rat meat. They're just not a fun team to watch. And the Orioles being there makes
Sure.
it worse.
They peaked. They won a ring. They peaked. They checked out. It shows. It shows. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Let's hope they stay checked out again today. Let's hope Sugana goes out there and fucking shoves. I believe. Goots, I fucking believe.
Birdland.
Hashtag Birdland. Hashtag Goots.
Hashtag.
Swinging around. Swinging around, Gootsy. I want to hear Javon's first straight bet. Excited for this one.
Yeah, let's go to game 2 in Fenway and take some overs.
Sure.
It's a bullpen game, most likely for the Red Sox against Nick Martinez, who's coming off of the no-hit bid that he took into the 9th, where I've watched a lot of Nick Martinez since he's been with the Reds, and I've definitely watched a lot of him this season too. Hasn't been incredibly consistent. That's the one thing that's pretty much always true about Nick Martinez, especially with his location of his pitches. I have never in my life seen him dot pitches like he was in that start against the Padres, because he's given up a good amount of hard contact all year, and that's kind of been his problem. Swing and miss is like never there, of course, but like the off speed all year has been getting crushed. Like his cutter hasn't been sharp, it's been staying over the plate. He didn't leave a cutter over the middle of the plate once. The changeup was not staying high up in the zone. He didn't let it hang, I think, once in that entire start, except maybe the pitch that got hit towards the wall or off the wall to break up the no-hitter in the 9th. So, I mean, he was pristine in that area. But now he goes on the road, which he plays in Great American Ballpark, so I'm not going to act like that's the biggest park upgrade going on the road. But he's had his struggles on the road. He goes to play a Red Sox team that you know is going to be super aggressive. And if you're super aggressive against Nick Martinez, it's kind of good because it's going to give you plenty in the zone, especially if he's not quite dotting like he was last game. So I think the Red Sox are going to score plenty of runs. And then you get a Red Sox bullpen game that, depending, I think they're planning on Brian Bayo like starting the resumed game. I think that's the plan. And I don't know what his leash is going to look like for that game, depending on how long they need him. But it's a situation where you're probably not going to get guys for too long. I guess in this second game, they're going to start like Murphy, who's going to go like 2 innings, and he's a lefty, which is cool because like ideally it's the matchup you want if you're the Red Sox against the top of the lineup. But some of the best hitters for the Reds right now are Spencer Steer and Tyler Stevenson and Matt McClain, who are lefty killers. So I'm in on that. Started off hot. I just think we're getting runs all throughout this game and probably some pretty tough bullpen spots.
Okay. Back at some runs in a run-friendly ballpark in game 2. Weird sitch going on. I guess game 1.5, kind of, because they're only doing a half game first earlier today. And then game 2, you got an over 9.5 with the total moving up. Side note, do you think the Red Sox already regret that Bayo deal or not yet? You think there's still hope for Bayo?
There's definitely still hope. I don't think there's the hope for him that every Red Sox fan will tell you is that he's going to become the next elite pitcher in this league. Like he's been solid for the most part this year. I think he's given up I saw a tweet earlier. He's given up more than 3 runs like once, but a lot of those outings he's been giving up exactly 3 or 2, and he's been a little inefficient. So like I think he might be at a ceiling now. Like I don't think the ceiling's much higher.
Okay. All right. Well, I could certainly see some runs in game 2. We'll see what they end up doing with the end of this first game starting up here soon. Looks like the Nats game just got started. Hashtag Natitude. Chat, I didn't have any plays in the early games. If I did, you would know about it. If I did, you would know about it. I would tell you. I would beg you to tail it. I got nothing in these early games because whenever I take early games, the bets lose. And I know myself, and I'm trying to make changes where changes are needed. And early cake is not something I needed on a Wednesday. Jovan, you got any reads or plays you like as we get a leadoff double against Trevor Williams for the fucking Tigers? Trevor Williams belongs in a home. Take your fucking novels, take your book club, and get the fuck out of my locker room, Trevor Williams. Ass. Jovan, any reads on these early games starting up right now?
No, nothing that's starting up right now.
Okay. I figured because you probably would have told the people if you had plays earlier.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so asking no Brewers because it's the same game, but I hate taking veteran guys, especially when it's a pitcher that can be a little inconsistent like Freddie Peralta, and there's a rain delay or postponed game involved, moving it to the next day. Can't stand
Start
it.
thinking a little too much, right?
Yeah, certainly not doing it today.
These pitchers are creatures of habit. They are very, very routine oriented. Even a guy like Freddie Peralta has been around the block for a while. Even he can get a little messed up by a delayed game. You get so psyched up and ready for the game the day before, it's almost like you're burnt out the next day. It fucks with some of these guys' heads. So I'm with you. I think it's better if you get any sort of doubt in your mind. You sit it out. You move on to the other 18 games today. 18 games. 19 if you're including that Red Sox half game. 19 games going on today. If you're a baseball guy, enjoy yourself today. Bet responsibly. You got a plethora of options. And the Knicks signed Mike Brown. That should help. That should help. Jovan.
Mike Brown in the big
Jovan.
2-5. Okay.
Look, if you want to fire your coach because you don't make it to the championship and you have championship aspirations for the last couple of years, you better have a backup plan lined up and ready. You better have the fucking next coach on deck at Madison Square Garden, ready to appear in front of the media. You've already got your guy. This is why the Knicks never do shit, because they're run like the Yankees. Clown show. It's a circus.
Yeah. They went out and fired Tibbs. I'm sure there was the players.
What's the difference between Tibbs and Mike Brown? Nothing.
I was about to say, like, they went to go get a coach out of the organization that is a guy that can never get out over the hump because they wanted to get over the hump. And then they said, you know what? Mike Brown's the answer. Incredibly ironic.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. Wish we got that news on TMA earlier, although he was talking about it a little bit. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Krabs, say Matt Warner's name. Matt Warner, Matt Warner, Matt Warner, Matt Warner, Matt Warner. Is that good?
Sure.
I'll say his name. Let me take you to a first fiver. How about a first fiver in a game that looked a little off to me? Let's talk about it. Cleveland, Chicago, Bybee, Imanaga. Two pretty solid arms, although Bybee might be fake sharp, I'll say it. Honestly, that's been made kind of clear this season. He's not elite.
Yeah.
Right? People like betting on him. He's been around for a couple of years. Solid young arm. Sometimes he throws a fucking gem, but Bybee has some very interesting looking squares up there on Prize Picks, Jovan. He's got that weird hits allowed square that I almost took myself. Honorable mention for the Sharp Report. Really like that more than. He's got some squares up there that make me see some runs early and often. Okay? Shota as well. Shota's squares up there on the board are nothing to write home about. He's got a hits allowed square that was a hair higher than I expected. It's about time the Cubs show up, show out, and do something and score some runs against a solid team. Now, luckily for them, they are playing a team that is under 500, although they're about as good as you can get for a team under 500 in the Guardians, 40-42. That means the Cubs have a chance. They're home. I think they put up a couple runs against Bybee. Looking at that hits allowed square, that might be what carries the weight here. But I also think Shota gets hit up a hair. The Guardians have their backs against the wall. They're in their biggest slump of the season. They're on a 5-game losing streak, maybe more. They're struggling, but they opened up plus 120. Also, this total opened up at 9. You know what that tells me, Jovan? Them opening up a short dog on this losing streak against a team that everybody loves, a great team, according to a lot of people who don't know ball. And that total opening up at 9, that tells me runs in this game. Sometimes I care more about the opening line than I do about the closer. And this is one of those cases, folks, on the ML and especially on the total. We're getting runs from both sides. Would not be shocked if the Guardians show up today for the first time in a week and put up a couple against Shota. And that total open up at 9 shows me and tells me we're getting some runs. Don't care if the totals drop to 8. I'm sure there's been some wind or weather changes. I don't want to hear it. If I wanted to hear the weather, I'd turn on the fucking news. I don't want to hear it. Okay? We're here to cap games. And I'm seeing runs early and often against two solid arms. I think the bats get going. Cubs show up against a solid team. They're home. I believe in them. And the guards with their backs against the wall, it's now or never, boys. They put up a couple against Shota as well. First 5 over 4.5.
Yeah, I'm in. Rare agreements for me because the guards, I've auto-faded them against lefties, and they've been fucking horrid. But I stopped yesterday, and pretty sure if you took anything Matthew Boyd, you did not do pretty well because they got a couple runs early, and I think stalled out after that. But I think that was enough. But today, I kind of agree too. I think Shota gets up a little bit, whether that takes one swing or multiple. I think they can do it. So, I mean, that'll be a nice script because I definitely think Bybee is in for a little bit rough of a showing against this offense.
And can't make it up a leadoff nuke for Sal Frelick in the Krabs.
You should. Had that.
Okay. Yep. I want to hear your second play. Let's get to it, Gootsy. Flip that page. Runs. Matt Wallner. Sure.
Matt Wallner. Yeah.
Yep.
Which he is one of the guys that's close to top of the list, I will say, from the Twins, because part of the reason why, first of all, I just don't want to fade the Marlins right now. And I think they might scratch another crazy win out of their ass. Maybe one that is hopefully very, very drastically different than yesterday's. Yesterday's, I believe, ended 2-0. Joe Ryan pitched a good game overall, but the Twins offense couldn't do absolutely anything in that game. Now they get to face Jansen Junk, who is junk, but he's also been incredibly lucky over the course of his first handful of starts. He's been back in the rotations now. And there goes Riley Green to the shed. Trevor Williams, thanks for playing. 3-run gag. Any words?
I just watched it. Second porch. Honestly, dude, I don't know how the fuck he hit that ball out. Terrible swing. Terrible swing, and that goes out. He's got some crazy pop. He does. He went down and got it. But, Goots, that was a herky-jerky early swing. He was out in front. He flailed the bat. He got the bat head to it. It must have been a perfect, right? Right on the barrel. Well, he's strong. Riley Green's got some pop. That's for sure. I mean, look, a lot of these, I wouldn't really call him exactly a power hitter, but he's certainly not a contact hitter. Some of these power hitters, man, they don't need to have a perfect swing. You just got to get the barrel on the ball. That shit's gone. These are strong dudes. Riley Green's a strong dude. And he just showed that right there on not the worst pitch. Honestly, had him out in front. And 3-0. At what point? I mean, it's so fitting. Trevor Williams' first start with the AARP patch on the jersey. So fitting. At what point are changes made? Or do we just sit here and watch the same thing over and over and over again? How has the leash gotten so long as Torque hits another single? How is the leash this long? Somebody call Guinness. It's a world record, longest leash for the coaches, for the shit veterans. And they want to play meaningful games in September. How do you expect to do that when you have Trevor Williams in the rotation starting book clubs, and you got guys like Salazar, Brixey, and a former software salesman coming out of the fucking bullpen? You got one lefty in the bullpen. You got Dave Martinez, who hasn't showed he gives a hoot besides one fucking game all year. How do you expect to play meaningful games? They're just saying shit. They're lying to keep their jobs. And I see right through the bullshit. I do. I'm holding Mike Rizzo accountable. I used to call myself a Mike Rizzo guy. He's been lying through his fucking Aaron Judge gap teeth. He has. And I'm sick of it. Changes need to be made. The guy throws 89 miles an hour at best. And there's another one. How about a double?
Shout out, Goods. Love that we just got an impromptu steam Krabs, and all it took was the first 3 batters of the game. Literally the first 3.
The definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expecting different results. This is fucking insane. Enough is enough. Jovan, I don't know if you saw on Twitter. You probably didn't because you're a normal person and you're not seeing shit like this. But we're one of 3 teams who doesn't have the new pitching machine that everybody has, that has the TV on it where you see the guy throwing, that every other team in baseball has bought in over the last 3 years. We're one of 3 teams that doesn't have one. Mike Rizzo went on the radio station earlier today. They called him out for it. They said, why are we one of the only teams that doesn't have this machine? Seemingly it helps the other squads. He goes, oh, I didn't know about it until this offseason. We toured it. We checked it out. And if I had to guess, we're going to have one really soon. Good thing they called him out. Hold them accountable. The team's broke. They're run by AARP geezers. Something needs to change. We hire Baby Shark as the first base coach. We're still hanging on to 2019. What are we doing? That was 6 years ago. Fucking giving your drinking buddy Jim Hickey and Darnell Coles a fucking job. Stay a while. You're not going anywhere. I don't get it. Somebody hold these fools accountable. I'm done. Fuck.
First day. First inning, we're losing it.
I've never seen more base running issues in my entire life for a team than this season. That's because we gave a handout job to Baby Shark as the first base coach. Never seen a worse fucking first base coach in my entire life. Guy does the wrong thing every single time.
How do you bitch about a first base coach, Krabs?
He's that bad. If I notice it watching every game, that's a problem. Yes.
Not even the third base coach. The first base
No,
coach?
Gutierrez is dog shit too. Because he'll send guys when he shouldn't, and he holds guys when he shouldn't. Gutierrez is just as quail shit. But I'm calling out Baby Shark. He has a job for one reason, because he was Vibes guy 6 years ago. Grow up. Are we here to win? Or are we here for fucking handouts? I'm done. Done. Jovan, tell me about the fucking Giants, man.
I don't think we got past Marlins Twins, but threw me off. But Jansen Junk, I want to fade him against the Twins, and I don't really want to fade the Marlins because he gives up a shit ton of hard contact, and the Twins are kind of the perfect team for that, whether it's Matt Wallner or Byron Buxton, who's been seeing beach balls and cooled down, I think, the last couple of games. But any of those guys, I think, are good shouts, even like the bottom of the lineup or like the more contact-driven guys like Brooks Lee or anybody in there. I think it's a great matchup, even if he has somewhat of a better game. But on the other side, I think some of the Marlins are going to be able to get plenty active against Simeon Woods Richardson, who's like the most average pitcher in the MLB. That's like his actual nickname in circles on Twitter now, which is 100% true. He gives up a lot of hard contact himself, and for this Marlins lineup that is just putting it together right now for God knows what reason, I absolutely do not want to fade them. So I think this has to come with runs, whether they win this game or they don't, especially with Junk on the mound. So I'm taking it. And oh my God.
I'm taking 5. Go over your plays.
Jake Rogers to the shed.
Rake Rogers.
It is not even 12:30. I guess it is there. Not even 1:30. And Trevor Williams is giving up 6 in the first. Krabs didn't even had like lunch yet.
I got 8 fantasy points in that inning with McKinstry, Torque, and Keith.
I mean, that is just
8.
Just horrible.
Horrible.
Tigers team total betters are cash before Sharpboard even ends.
All right. Talk about the Miss Me Giants.
Yeah, the Giants, they're absolutely nuck. Absolutely nuck. Just a horrible ball club. Even let Zach Gallen go in there and shove yesterday. Only gave up 2, I believe. Had a relatively good outing for his standards because he's been god-awful as of late. But now you get Roop on the mound, and I think the D-backs as a whole for the next week or so, or however long their lineup sticks like this, I don't know how seriously the injury designation is for the guys like Corbin Carroll and Naylor, and we'll see how long that lasts. But I think you're about to start seeing it in some of these starts or some of these games over the next couple weeks here. And I think it starts today. Landon Roop, not a guy I particularly love, but he's a guy that's going to make a lot of these over-aggressive hitters, and especially guys that are in for those guys that are injured right now. I think he's going to make them pay. And then Merrill Kelly on the other side has been incredibly fortunate as of recent. He started off pretty solid this season. It's kind of tailed into a gray area spot where he had a stretch of games where he was absolutely lights out, getting a lot hit hard off of him. Nothing was coming off of it. I think this is where the Giants finally show that. Get a win in AZ off of that horrendous performance last night.
Didn't hear a thing you said, but I'm sure it was a great sell job.
Hey, Cole Keith is batting for the second time this inning.
Yeah, Jim Hickey just went out there to talk to him.
Would hope so. Would hope so.
Giants money line, huh? Back in Roop?
Roop.
Sure. I mean, I feel like legally obligated to probably fade the Snakes after last night, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might have to.
Back in Goots Guy Roop. Sure.
Goots Guy Roop.
Coming off of 4 straight L's. Well, I don't know if he's Himothy, but he might be tonight.
He's about to start being Himothy again.
Okay.
He's milk, but he might be Himothy tonight.
No, it should be Himothy Hall of Fame.
Okay. All right.
Roop and Hall of Famer in the same sentence. Okay. Krabs. Third play potentials.
I legitimately think if you gave me 10 at bats, I could get a base knock against this guy. 10. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. He's more worried about picking out the next fucking book club book they're reading in July than he is about the fucking bump. Unbelievable. Good to see Snowman Party at 22 joining, getting involved. Your big old table in the back is ready to roll. Thanks for joining. W Snowman, W Squad coming in hot. Appreciate you guys getting involved. W Snowman, W Chat. Yes. Jovan Splugen over there with the soundboard. Love it. Love it.
Love it.
All right. Let's move. Let's groove. I got a couple other straight bets, or excuse me, one more straight bet. DJ Fitz, one more straight bet. And by the way, DJ Fitz, get those sell jobs ready. And I'm talking plural sell jobs. I'm ready to hear them. I got time. I got time. Royals. Most profitable bet in baseball this season, Jovan. Royals team total under. I'm going back to it. After they finally scored some runs and got a win last night, it was always the Royals. I should have just sacked up and took them. I didn't. I took the under in the game instead. And for the millionth matchup in a row, the Royals and the Mariners game went over once again. And it wasn't even really close. 6-3. I don't know what it is, Jovan. But when these two teams play, at least in the last couple of years, the games just soar over. Well, I didn't hear no bell. But I got a new way I'm attacking it today. I'm a little bit worried about Cameron. Still has a sub-3 ERA. Stats look good. But if you watched him the last couple starts, he certainly is not passing no eye test. Nope. Looks like they might have figured him out a little bit, the rookie. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Takes a little bit of film. Takes a little bit of tape. Takes a couple months to figure out how to beat some of these new pitchers and some of these rookies. And to be honest with you, it kind of looks like that with Cameron. Last 2 starts, not his best work, to say the least. Low-key got mucked up a little bit. So what happened? What happened?
Hit. 50 pitches. I mean, a berg of an AB from Cole Keefe. 8-pitch AB, another hit. 50 pitches in the first inning. So far.
Insanity. Jovan, I want to keep Cameron out of it. I'm a little bit worried he might just be bad now, and they might have the book out on him, right? Happens every year with these rookie arms. Kind of looks like the book is out on Cameron. So although the guy's been nails overall this season, he's certainly trending downwards. You know who's about to be trending upwards after tonight? Your guy, Logan Gilbert. I think we were a start early backing him in his last outing. I think he goes out there tonight on his home mound and absolutely shoves. Total in this game is at 7 for a reason. I do like the under in the game. I certainly like that Seattle opened up -200. Again, another case I care more about the opening line than I do where it is right now. Recency bias. It's the #1 bet killer for people out there. They're seeing Bobby Witt and the Royals splooge for the first time in a month yesterday, and they're saying, oh, I want to fade Gilbert, who's been ass this season. I want to back Cameron in that sub-3 ERA. They open up at +165. I'll tell you guys right now, if the Royals were replicating their success from last night, or if they were winning this game, or if they were scoring more than a couple runs, they would not have opened up plus 165 today. That is for damn certain. Not with how bad Logan Gilbert's been. That's just facts. Logan Gilbert goes out there and shoves today. Go look at his fantasy score. Tell me that shit doesn't get you bricked up. I'll take the bait again, and I'll take the team total under 2.5 at plus chicken. Get it while it's still hot. Fading the Royals on the team total, the most profitable bet in baseball. I'm climbing aboard.
I'm in. Let's go, Trevor Williams, 3 outs.
Let's clap it up for Trevor Williams. Atta boy. Maybe he gets a chapter in the clubhouse during this half inning. Maybe the guys can buy him some time. He can get a couple pages in. Fucking starting book clubs when you're throwing 88. Go hit the gym. Get your velo up. You want to help your team? You don't start a fucking book club. You improve your results. You throw 90 miles an hour in 2025. That's how you help your team win. Not by starting a fucking book club, man. Keep that shit to yourself when your team sucks and you suck. Makes it look like a fucking joke when that shit comes out, man. Unbelievable. Let's talk about some prize pick squares. Let's get to it. Well, look, Jovan, I know Corey Seager's starting to heat up. I mean, take a peep at that chart, for the love of God. Don't let him get hot. Might be too late. Well, Jovan, I've had a pretty darn good eye, knock on wood. Besides that Max Muncy late night square for those who were in sweats last night, besides that, I've had pretty good luck taking these less than run squares, especially for the GOATs this season. I'll knock on wood again. I will. Had pretty fucking good luck. Well, I got my eyes on this square today, Jovan. I can't stop thinking about it. My favorite square of the day, Corey Seager against Sugano. Lights are bright in the prime time. I'm taking Sugano in this battle. Yep. He might not win the war. He's winning the damn battle tonight. Corey Seager, less than half a run. I was scared to take this yesterday for Corey Seager. The over was juicy on the books. He scored again. Greenest chart of all time. Jovan now against an even worse pitcher. Debatably the worst pitcher in baseball right now. Gave up 7 runs last game in 1 fucking inning. Dude's losing it, right? Nobody wants to back him. Jovan, the under is juicy this time around. Weird. Caught my eye. Fading Seager today. He can get on base. He can stay hot. I'll tell you right now, looking at the plethora of squares that are up for him on prize picks today, nobody's got more squares up there than Corey Seager. Unless the guy's playing in a doubleheader. Probably not for no reason. Fading him today. Pray for me.
Yeah, I'll be praying for you, Krabs. I'll be praying.
Sounds good. Logan Gilbert. Less than 1.5 earned runs allowed. Already seen it. Logan Gilbert, gem piece. This goes hand in hand like peanut butter and fucking jelly with the Royals team total under 2.5. Love Logan Gilbert, who last night was plus 110 at this number. I checked it before bed. I was being good. I was labbing before bed after sweats, being a freak. This morning, it's minus 105 to the under. Who knows? By first pitch, it might be minus 110 both ways. Or on some of these cheesy books, minus 115 both ways now. Because they're fucking getting you now. They're not giving you handouts. They're coming for your pockets, folks. I'll say it. It's ridiculous right now. It is. But what else is ridiculous is how bad Logan Gilbert has been in the Big 2-5. That's changing tonight against this atrocious, overrated Royals lineup that finally splooged yesterday for the first time since Nam. Shout out Daniel. They're not splooging again tonight.
Sure. So in on that. I think he's going to dominate.
Good.
Make
Good.
the Royals hit. They can't hit. Simple.
They can't hit, man. They can't hit. Excited to see your 2 squares. I think you got 2 hitters. Let's hope they can hit. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Yep.
Agustin Ramirez, been seeing absolute beach balls. One of those guys
Yep.
in the Marlins that's just been seeing them and hitting the ball hard, which for a guy like him is not incredibly common because that's not really the type of guy he is. But I think he gets a plus matchup with Simeon on the mound today, who allows a ton of hard contact. So if there's going to be any guys that are home run hitters in this lineup, or I guess will have that sort of power in this matchup, I think he's one of maybe the 2 or 3, I guess you could argue, but I wanted to go with him. I especially think you kind of need to be patient sometimes against Simeon, and he's one of the only guys that's like super patient right now in this Marlins lineup that has some sort of pop, because Stowers and Jesus Sanchez are probably the others with a good amount of pop, and they're a little over aggressive at times. So the fantasy score being at 5.5 can also play into a big factor of that because you get a third of the way there with the walk. But like runs in this game, I think he has a great matchup. So I'm in. And then one of the guys I wanted to take against Shota, which I'm with you. Like we talked about, I think there's going to be runs in that game. I think Shota's not going to have a perfect outing, which is rare for the Guardians against the lefty. And usually all it takes is Jose because the rest of the lineup is not incredibly good against lefties. But David Fry has been pretty cold since he came back. But I think some of the underlying numbers from him have not been all that bad. He's been hitting the ball hard or striking out. Really, there hasn't really been much of an in between for him. So now I think you get a matchup against Shota where if he catches one, he'll catch one. So David Fry is like probably an extra base hitter bust, and I think he's getting that extra base hit against Shota today.
Unbelievable sell job. I'm sold. Fuck yeah, dude. Also, Ron is literally labbing the PLL All-Star Game events in the chat, by the way, Jovan.
Ron,
feel free to get involved. Feel free to get involved.
It's just horrible.
Yep. Ron, I need to know who else is competing in that challenge this year. It could be Jake Pizzino. Dude's a fucking stud. And I'll tell you what, he rocks the long pole. That certainly helps with the velo on the shots. I saw it myself at the All-Star Game 2 years ago when Jared Newman broke the Guinness Book of World Records for fastest shot of all time. That was honestly crazy. History. And yeah, Newman not in the field. Ron, is Newman not playing this year, bro? I haven't seen him do one thing. Is he playing? Is he playing, dude? And I follow him on Instagram. He's like traveling the fucking world and he flies in for the games on the weekends. Doesn't do shit and then goes home. I don't blame him for not doing the fastest shot comp. He's already set the fucking world records. You're not going to beat that. It's incredible. He's playing. He had two 2-point goals in a game. Okay, Ron. And Jovan
Quick
is
first
literally
by the Nats
a
with two
robot.
pop outs and a ground out to the pitcher.
There he is. There he is. Yep.
Okay.
They should put whatever the fuck his name is, a lefty back out there for the second. Holton. They should. If they were smart, they put him out there for the second. They get a doubleheader today. That's what I would do if I was a Tigers coach, if I was Hinch. That's what I would do. And Abel is rattled, Jovan. Holy smokes. Base is cocked. Base is cocked.
He just walked 2 runs in. He's a horrible pitcher. He's getting flamed for saying he sucks. Right. He's horrible.
Easy puck. Keep me updated. 3 straight walks for Muck Abel. Jeez. Impressive.
Yeah, I think it's 3 in a row and 4 in the inning.
Okay.
Wow, John. Shout out the Rays for keeping Pepioid in. They always take him out in the 6th.
Wow.
Well, because they took him out in the 2nd inning last start. So he's got pitches to burn.
Guy never gets a quality start.
Fresh.
I mean, he still might not.
I surely hope he does. 2 strikes.
You better get this out or he's getting cold.
No. Or he's cooking.
99 pitches. It's hopefully not with Jinx of Century.
Hopefully not.
David Fry getting a base knock today, huh?
David Fry.
David fucking. Which square do you like better? David fucking or Augustin fucking?
Let's go, Goots. Honestly, kind of like David Fry better.
Wow. Not asking for much.
Yeah. The only reason, I guess, between the two is because Augustin, it was a little tougher to pick between the Marlins when I was like looking at the Guardian squares. I obviously wasn't taking Jose, even though Jose is probably a good look, but it was a lot easier to nail down which guy.
Okay. Chat, what do you guys think? Think Jovan cooked with these 2 squares? Respect for Augustin. He deserves more love.
He does.
He's having a pretty solid year. Is it about time we start talking about the damn
fish?
The damn Marlins, man. Kish was asking me that last night on Sweats. They've won 9 of their last 10. They're on fire right now. Hottest streak I've seen them have in years.
I think officially moved above the Braves too.
Yes, they did. They're in 3rd place. And people in the chat, Jovan, they were saying, well, the Braves suck, the Nats suck. That's why the Marlins are in 3rd. I'm like, okay, that's part of it. But also, if I would have asked you point blank before the season started this year, at this point of the season, halfway through, the Marlins are in third place. You'd laugh in my fucking face. People would be throwing shit at me, cursing me out. They want to beat my ass. Straight up. Well, you can make excuses. You can blame the other teams for sucking, or you could just give some fucking respect and credit to the Marlins, who nobody believed in. They've been roasted as an organization for doing the stupidest shit the last decade and a half. You bring in Derek Jeter, you fire him before he can finish the job. You bring in that great, woman executive, and then you fire her right after. Sorry, I was looking at Brady House dropping a pop-up. Excuse me. I was watching Brady House drop a pop-up there. Excuse me. Sorry if I choked over my words. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up that delicious Mandarin chicken.
Yeah.
You want to say anything about the fucking Marlins?
No, I mean they're just legitimately good right now. The pitching's probably not going to hold up for all that much longer, but the bats are like that lineup is legitimately good right now. I mean they're a fun team to watch, and I do think while we're talking about that division, people got to stop just telling themselves that the Braves are going to be okay, make this magical run, and just be better, because they're not. Just put that to bed while we're here.
Yeah. They might not be okay.
It's not good. The bats aren't there. I mean, the pitching, outside of like a couple good Schwellenbach performances you get, like Strider hasn't been consistent enough. The whole back end, like Grant Holmes has been good at times and still not doing shit. Like the road doesn't get any easier for them.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, it's like there's no leg to stand on. It will not be fine.
Zero fucking leg to stand on, man. Zero. Oh.
None.
Sale on the 60-day IL. Yeah, he was really their only hope. He was their only hope.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe not the only hope, but just you kind of needed that down the stretch if they're going to be as good as everybody thinks they're going to be second half of the year.
Yep. Josh Lowe, game is fucking tied. He's one of the more popular squares on Prize Picks today. Okay.
Good job.
What are you guys sweating out in the chat? I want to know what to root for right now. You guys got any day game plays? Let me know so I can know what to root for here as we get towards the tail end of BTL. Okay. All right. We got Dennis lurking in the YouTube. Trevor Williams almost did 50 pitches in the first inning. Dennis, he is a different type of quail shit. A new strain.
Just had a 1-2-3 second inning though.
Wow, nice. Looks like he put the book down. He locked the fuck in. Good for Trevor. Good for Trevor. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead, Nats. Hey, one thing about the Nats is that they're going to lose a bunch of games and nothing's going to change until they fire their managers and probably the execs. But they fight hard. They got grit. They got heart. And Dave Martinez says that after every loss. We fought hard. We battled. Buddy, we lost. Again. We lost again. You're making excuses so you don't get fired.
Hey,
one thing I love about this team is that they don't give up. I'm tired of hearing that, Jovan. You know what? People say that about bad teams. You don't hear people saying that about good teams. You just say they're good and they win. And you check the standings and they're good. What that is the Nats putting makeup on it. They're putting lipstick on a pig. And they're weaseling their way into another year of a contract, making millions of dollars, not fucking making any changes, and costing our team wins. Lipstick on a fucking pig.
I can't wait to see who they pull out of the bullpen for this game. Can't wait.
Who gives a shit, honestly? Who gives a shit? It's not going to matter. Probably Laura, to be honest with you, the guy we called up from the minors, because we get an extra guy on a doubleheader. Probably Laura. He's terrible. That's why he's in the minors. If he had a pulse, he'd be up on the fucking major league squad right now. Have you seen our bullpen?
Horrible.
We got Home Depot workers as our second best reliever. Legitimately.
Shout out, Brad.
Shout out Brad Lord. Yes, actually. And you know what? Trevor Williams, or not Trevor Williams, Christ on the bike. Kyle Finnegan. Reliable, great guy. Beast. Want to give him some fucking credit. Him and Brad Lord deserve it. Kyle Finnegan's good.
They do.
I'm tired of hearing the bullshit. It's been long enough.
No Farrah love?
No. No, until he puts the saxophone down and gets that ERA a little bit lower, he's not getting any fucking love. And the two-piece Wimbledon parlay is already kicked. Nice. Rinder neck kick. Thank you, Coop Eagle, for keeping me updated. Unbelievable. Yeah, I hope we trade Finnegan, honestly. Give him a chance to go finish his career somewhere else, although he's made it very clear he's extremely appreciative of the Nats. One of the few players we've actually developed. Didn't draft him. The A's did, but we brought him in early, and we actually developed him. Rare. Dude's good. He's got grit as well. He's got heart. Blue collar, good guy, Krabs guy. All right, let's move. Let's talk about a couple other games for today. Would love to get to them. We got plenty. We got about 10 more minutes left, and then we're going to do a little squad ride action here. Jovan, any thoughts on the Yankees and the Blue Jays game? I thought about fading Will Warren strikeouts. It was the most popular square of the day today on Prize Picks. And if you take a look at the bottom of the screen, you'll notice that on Pickett Pro, he's also the most popular, player. Huh.
Yeah.
Maybe I will take the less than on that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a horrible matchup for any strikeout pitcher against the Jays. It's been that way all season, but especially since they've been playing better, they've been playing like the team that doesn't strike out against both sides of the plate. But especially these high strikeout righties are having a hell of a tough time against them. That's why I 100% think that strikeout fade is valid.
Wow. Earlier today, was doing some research, obviously. Trying to grind, find you guys winners on BTL for hours this morning, like I do every single day. He was minus 125 to the under strikeouts. That's honestly final nail in coffin. That's what kept me off of putting that in the sharp report. Jovan. Now they're minus 115 both ways. Love that. And if I could guess, I'd probably say not a lot of people are taking the less than on that. If you look at the chart and you look at Will Warren strikeout stuff, I'm in. I'll be taking that.
Yeah.
Add it to my cards. Hell yeah. Okay. Awesome. Any thoughts on who wins this game?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of wanted to take the Yankees. I just didn't know if I could get there. I've seen a lot of Jays sweep love in the feed, which is weird because I've also seen a lot of Will Warren from actual baseball people, I guess, that know the Jays and just look at the matchup. A lot of the strikeout fades, rightfully so. I don't know. It's a weird series. The Jays are coming to play. They've kind of little brothered the Yankees in this entire series. The bats are hot.
Yep.
Granted, scored, I think, what was it, 12 or 13 runs yesterday, helped by the Springer grand slam late and 2 tanks from him. And it's usually an auto fade performance out of that. It's not so sure if I trust Will Warren to get all the outs if he's not going to have the strikeout stuff.
Yep. Chat's asking about college football futures. There's this guy who says I'm going down to play some on my 21st birthday. Want a NCAA future from both of us? Well, I'll give you mine. Easy. Colorado under 6 wins. Run it back. I didn't hear no fucking bell, Goots. I'm battered. I'm beaten. I got a black eye. I'm hurt. My back hurts. I got a banged up leg. I can barely walk. But you know what? I didn't hear no fucking bell. Nope.
Not one bell.
I got 2. You want them?
Yep.
Weird.
First one, I'll start with the unbiased one. Oklahoma win total. John Mateur's going to cook. And
Trendiest team in football. Yep.
Obviously.
South Carolina.
Obviously, Jeremiah Love's winning the Heisman.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I'll give you one. Arizona State is not winning 9 games.
Okay, good. Somebody had to say it. Wasn't going to be me, but somebody had to fucking say it.
I've been saying it. And I'll continue to do so.
Sure you've been saying it around one specific person?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Keep Rab honest. Can't let last year's Sun Devil season get to his head. Okay? And we got to fix the Wi-Fi in the office because it is bad. It is bad. All right. It's okay. You're back now. You're good.
Okay.
Also, conversations need to be had about Dalen Lyle being a ball player. He might be. He might be a ball player. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
right, Krabs. He's got some
He's
swagger
good.
to him. Yeah.
He's a ball player. Yep. I'd rather have him than Bobby Barrels. Sorry,
I
Goods.
mean, yeah. I mean, I'll say it. I'll say it too. I'll say it for everybody who wants to say it. I feel like having a swaggy black outfielder increases your World Series odds by 50% at the least.
Well,
At the least.
I don't know if this is my space to chime in here, but I'll go ahead and talk about my team and my Nats, who I know. The one year we won a fucking World Series, we had Robles and Michael A. Taylor in the outfield playing center. Obviously, it was Michael A. down the stretch, but
There you go.
didn't hurt.
There you go.
Didn't hurt. By the way, those guys could do no wrong in my eyes. I don't care if they get traded to the fucking Yankees. I'd probably still find a way to root for those guys. Michael A., great dude. Also kind of local, I think, from Virginia. And then Victor Robles, bless his heart, terrible locker room guy, but that dude could run. That dude could hit a little bit. He could play center fields, and he had fucking swag and aura. It carried. Yep. You need a couple guys like that. Sure.
Of course you do.
I miss Robles. I hope he's healing up from that injury. I haven't heard a peep about him all season. He's been hurt all year for the Mariners. Oh, I hope he comes back healthy, and I hope they can make a playoff push, and I can root for him because I certainly won't be rooting for the fucking Nets in this year's postseason. Jovan, any other games you want to talk about today?
Don't think there's too many.
There's got to be one more for DJ Fitz.
Look at the platter for Fitzy.
What about Hunter Brown? How do you think he pitches in Coors tonight? Thought about maybe fading him, but had some really bad luck fading that guy this year. It might just be Hunter Brown's year.
Yeah. His squares are just always weird too. And the fact that they're weird again in Coors is not all that weird. I know people were talking about that in chat. I just have no want to fade him, especially with a 10.5 total. If there was like an 11.5, maybe that's like a tip of the cap, but I'm good personally on fading.
Okay. What about Kikuchi coming off of 67 fantasy points against the Braves, who we just roasted today? He's up for 29.5 fantasy score today after the best start maybe in his career. Thoughts on him?
He might be in the same bucket, Krabs. That's the problem.
Okay.
It's always sharp to fade him. And do I want to hop in against the Mooshit or with the Mooshit Braves? Probably not. Do I, in my gut, think Austin Riley might take him to the shed? Yeah, I probably do. It's just he's on my list too.
All right. And I think that's smart. Right? No need to force these guys who are fake sharp every goddamn starts.
No need.
Learn, put them off to the side. Yes. Yes, Jovan. Let's give the people a late night play here. I know you got the Giants, so that might suffice. And I've got the Royals team total under. We honestly have a couple late nights. But what about the Dodgers game? White Sox Dodgers. I know it's a touchy subject. I hate to bring up the White Sox again, but have we not heard no bell? Clayton Kershaw has that 1.5 run runs allowed square, Jovan. Are we running it back?
Might have to run it back.
Is 3 Ks away from 3,000 Ks. Pretty sure.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that for his last start. Yep. Might have to fade him.
It's like he's going to get it at some point, whether it's this game or the next.
Sure.
God forbid he doesn't get 3 Ks against the White Sox, but
sure.
I mean, that doesn't really affect anything for the game or for betting him, I think.
Well, any sort of added pressure for Clayton Kershaw typically does not go very well for the future Hall of Famer. I'll say it. Sometimes we forget.
I agree. If it was like
when the lights are bright, that guy stinks.
If it was like 5 or 6 Ks, yeah, but it's 3.
Okay. Yep. He might not even be thinking about it. You're right. Well, he might just be thinking about making history up there. Maybe he's shy. Maybe he's an introvert. Maybe he doesn't like the attention. Maybe it makes him feel weird. Maybe it throws him off up there. Yeah. I don't know.
Certainly could.
But more often than not, when that guy's pitching when something means something or something matters, he's not his future Hall of Fame self. And he does have that 1.5 run runs allowed score up there against the shittiest team in baseball. We tried to get cute last night. We got burned. Maybe we were a day early.
Might have been a day early. Imagine his old teammate Miguel Vargas takes him to the shed.
Yeah, was hoping he'd do something yesterday. He didn't.
Would have been great.
He didn't. Okay. All right, chat. Let's move on. Going to dive into that one a little bit more here, but that total also opened up at 9.5. I know it's the Dodgers. They've been an over machine this year. Gives me a little bit of hope for the White Sox. Just a hair. Just a hair. Might end up fading Kershaw on that 1.5 prize pick square.
Sure.
Who wants to take that, especially after last night? Probably nobody. Okay? And even I've got some PTSD. I took I took Yamamoto's more than 1.5 run square yesterday. That shit was cake. Let's run it back again today with Kershaw.
Run it back.
I'm talking myself into it. Okay? And it's off the board. I fucking bet. Are you kidding me, dudes?
GG.
Yeah, it's gone.
That's I know.
Yeah, it's too juicy to the over chat saying. I bet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I want to spend a couple extra minutes on the squad ride today. Do you don't mind?
Sure.
Goodsy, do me a favor. Run that shit. I'm trying to see that train. All right, chat. Let's get off the schneid. Let's get our first squad ride W of July. Okay? And like I said before, W strikeout there for Trevor Williams, who has 2 guys on and now 1 out. Jesus Christ. BTL tomorrow. No BTL on Friday. Hey, I got to take what I can get over here, man. I got to take what I can fucking get.
Fair.
BTL tomorrow. No BTL Friday. You guys enjoy your 4th of July on Friday. We're taking off a rare BTL off day. Okay? Surge right after this. I'll run the surge. Get your fucking plays ready. And then tomorrow, we got BTL. And then we got a long weekend. Okay? Jovan, let's lock the fuck in. Let's find some winners for today. Okay?
Sure.
I'm looking at my plays. I'm looking at your plays. I really fucking like this Royals team total under.
I'm in. Incredibly in.
Love it. Let me check the Carfax. Make sure we're not getting bamboozled here. I want to make sure we don't have any crazy line moves since before the show because a lot could change in 2 hours. Okay? I want to check the line. I want to see where we're at. Okay? Yep. I'm good with it. Let's take the Royals team total under 2.5. It's nasty. Who the hell wants to lock that in? Especially after they finally scored last night for the first time since Nam. And it's a plus chicken. Plus chicken scares away all the bettors. We'll lock it in. Let's fucking cash. Okay? Jovan, I'm looking at some of your plays, man. I'd say my favorite one out of yours that I think is turning green. I'd probably go with the Giants on the money line.
Did not expect to hear that from you.
Feeling the Giants in the gut, plus chicken Giants.
Let's go. I'm in.
Cool. Orioles Rangers under I really like as well. You're going to be there, boots on grounds. You know you're not getting a fucking splooge fest. Never have, never will.
Yeah. Did just get one, so maybe that was the only one.
You know, it's hitting. I think we should put it in. Sort. Jovan, you trust?
Of course. Always trust, Krabs.
Put it in. Orioles Rangers under 8.5. I think we go 3 plays, 3 winners, quality over quantity, and we see what chat decides. You in?
So in.
Let's run it, chat. You got 3 minutes. You got plenty of time. You got gobs of time. Gobs. Okay? Please lock in. Click the button of the play you know is turning green. Most importantly, just vote. Vote. Okay? Get involved. Don't just sit there on the sidelines. Lock the fuck in. Click a button, will you? I'm trusting my gut. I'm going Orioles, Rangers under 8.5. That's getting my vote. That's what my gut is telling me is a winner.
Krabs, foot down.
That's what my gut is telling me is a winner. If it loses, I can sleep at night. I can live with it. But I feel good about it. I feel good about all 3 of these plays. Royals team total under a plus chicken after they finally splooged for the first time in like a month. And for them, splooging is 6 runs. Crazy. The Giants ML plus chicken after the D-backs and Gallen got 10 Ks last night. You're telling me we're not fading the fucking Diamondbacks? Come on. Got to be the Giants. And then the Orioles Rangers under 8.5, maybe the nastiest under on the board. Certainly up there. Certainly one of them. There's been 30 runs in the first 2 games of the series combined. Who in their right mind wants to fucking lock that play in? Not a soul. I do. Shit's starting to green. 3 plays, 3 winners. Lock the fuck in. You got plenty of options. You got plenty of time. You got about a minute and a half left. Chat saying Miz mows down the Mets. Yeah, you won't see me back in the new shiny toy in the MLB who's got a 1 ERA, although you certainly won't see me fading him either. I will kick the feet up. I will enjoy the show, and I'll see how that plays out. And that strategy has done me pretty darn well over the last year or two on the diamond. And a couple years ago,
I paid them, but okay.
Oh, we got a robot Jovan, and that's okay. Sometimes we
Okay.
got a robot Jovan, and it's not his fault. And he's back. Sure.
Okay.
I'm sure whatever you said was really smart. Was really smart and good. But we couldn't hear it.
Am I like alive here? Or still?
Oh, you're alive and well now.
Okay.
No, you're alive and well now. Clear as day.
We gotta make some upgrades in this office, man.
It's usually pretty good. I think the Wi-Fi is taking the week off. Slow week.
But
Slow week.
I was just saying, I would love to back Mizorowski. I just don't know if there's been an easier looking bet, maybe in all of baseball this year, than Miz minus 120 against the Mets in Game 2 of a doubleheader against.
I'd be willing to bet we see on Sean Perry's card later today on Twitter that he's on the Brewers. I'd be willing to bet.
Probably.
And those bets hit about 20% of the time, folks. And he charges money for them. That's the craziest part. That's the craziest part. It really is. All right, chat. You guys are trusting Krabs. You're locked in. We're taking our talents to Jovan boots on grounds at the Rangers game tonight. How about the under? And Jovan, this is a win-win for you. Either we cash the squad rides, or you can record a 500-foot Nukenheimer from Garcia against Sagano in the second inning to cash the over. Win-win. Win-win. Nah, Seager ain't getting a run. He ain't getting ahead. Goose egg. Shugs bagel inbounds. That I know.
Hope not.
We should have made that the squad ride. Knock on wood. All right, chat. W stream today. You guys are goated. Certainly that goes well. Closing out the stream with those comments. Jovan, great job today. Way to battle through some adversity with the Wi-Fi. You fucking killed it. You're him. Have a great time at the game tonight. Okay?
Yeah, I won't, but we'll be doing it.
All right. Way to stay positive. Great attitude. Yep. Chat, W stream today. All right. I appreciate all you guys. Great vibes. We'll catch you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Stick around for the Surge stream. I'm going to fire that puppy up here in 1 minute. 1 minute. Get those sell jobs ready. Squad ride under 8.5 in the Orioles game. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be.